Hello, hello. All right. Hi, Kristen, Bling Boutique. Hair day nails tomorrow. Let me just share the video. Of course, if you guys share the video, that would be super great. Since I only have access to share so many. Okay. Cool. All right. All right, I can't zoom in, so I'm gonna do my best like I always do. I do have this here. So this is, I was supposed to do the drawing or whatever for my giveaway. So if you guys missed that, sorry about that, but the giveaway did end on the 8th. So this is everybody's entry. I chopped them all up, but I wanted to do it on live. But if you guys have been, here it goes. All right, good. Oh, hi, hello, Kati. Hi, Shanessa. Anybody does know, me or what's been going on with me, I just got a new puppy. So I did that, I think Monday or Tuesday, whatever. So like I've obviously been a little bit too busy. I really wasn't thinking when I picked the date. So, you know, hey, Gels Nails. If anybody is wondering, this is what we did on the last live when I was here. So I'm going to try to be better at doing more lives and stuff. We're going to be doing some more like colorful stuff today as well. So make sure that if that's something that you're interested in, stay tuned. You can find these tutorials on my IGTV. So just in case you missed it, but it's super cool. So I'm going to be doing something also with some ink and some more jelly stuff today. And it looks like I don't have it next to me. I thought that I grabbed it, but I think I'm gonna have to go get it. All right, so you guys share whatever. I'm gonna go get that other color because I'm obviously going to need it for the tutorial today. So hold tight. Perfect. Awesome. All right. So I have 3 designs that I'm going to be doing. So first things first is I'm going to just kind of mix these up because just cut them up and everything else. Hi, Nail Tech. Hi, Chrissy. Hi, Daisy. Hi, Joe Salon Spa. Sorry if I'm missing anybody, but these are entries from my giveaway. So thank you so much, Bling Boutique. I'm so glad that you love them. All right, cool. So I'm just going to, not do that, but you know, because I'm a mess, why wouldn't I do that on live video? So it's just going to be like one that bounces out. Maybe I can get one to bounce out. Oh, there it goes on the floor. Okay, this is the one that was on the floor. Bounced out. So the winner of the giveaway is Nail Art Gels. So make sure that you send me your address and I will send out your prize. All right, so back to this. Thank you so much, Sarah. Awesome, Bling Boutique. Okay, awesome, Nail Tech. So glad. If you guys want to review those, the bits and the brushes and everything, you can totally do so on my website. So you can go right to the product and then write your review. It's super duper helps a small business like me out. So I super would appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Again, this is on my IGTV. So I'm going to start out with a simple like bling design. So I'm going to use one of these longer ones. So I'm going to try to do like 3 different designs today. So you're welcome. So I'm going to prep this just by putting on some acid-free primer. You can do whatever it is that you want. I mean, obviously buffing your tip is going to be better, but I use I literally use everything up. So I'm going to use number 1, Medusa. This is Flying Nimbus, white. So I'm going to use that as the base. All 3 of these designs going to have white as the base. And they're going to be colorful, neon, whichever. So I'm going to cure this in my light for 30 seconds. Move my stuff out of the light. I'm going to actually move these stones. I'm going to be using red stones for this design too. So if you guys, thank you so much, April. If you guys want to follow along, it'll be quite easy. So, oh, thank you so much, Jill's World. Super appreciate you. Hi, Brad, Nini, anybody I miss? Hello, hello. Everything's going, so the whole feed is going fast tonight, so. Gonna go in with a second coat. If you guys want to use it in one coat, you totally can, but like I am definitely a creature of habit in this regard, and I like to do 2 thin coats, so no big deal. Oh, I got a little fuzz that was stuck and cured in there, so that's great. Let's see if I got some nippers. So if this ever happens to you guys, you can see the little fuzz up there. Let's see if I can get closer. All right. Okay. See this little fuzz right here? This little piece here. I'm just going to take some nippers. These are like crap nippers, basically. So it's like when you buy something and you're like, oh, I think this is going to be great, and they're not great. So I still utilize them because I still spend my money, because most of the time that they do not offer returns on stuff like that. So I'm just going to clip it in order to make it smooth. So, and then just add just a wee bit more product on there to smooth everything out. So you can see that. Super cool. All right, another 30 seconds. Times might vary depending on your light and that sort of thing. I'm just going to pinch this off. I'm going to use some top coat. So when I'm doing like layered designs like this or whatever, I use like a cheapy style top coat. So anything that you have laying around. So I have like a whole basket full of top coats. Literally a whole basket full of top coats that I have that either have been like given to me or like free gifts, because a lot of times nail companies, when they send you like a free gift or something, it's usually like a matte top, glossy top, or like a base coat. That's typically what they like to send you. So, or I just use a top coat that like I don't use anymore and then just put that on. So the reason why I'm putting the top coat is because I'm going to be putting on some stickers. So one of the main places I like to purchase my stickers from is Nail Bling Supply, because they're cheap, like $3-4. I do have quite a few stickers in my Amazon store. If you buy it in a bundle, they will be cheaper. You can get like stickers, like a 12-pack or something for like $9 or something like that typically. That's good enough. So cure that for 30 seconds. I'm going to take this tweezer as well. This tweezer came in a pack. I think it came with my Halloween stickers, glitters, and something else, whatever. It came in that or whatever, which is kind of cool. So I'm just going to grab my tweezers. And the stickers that I'm going to be using today are these stickers here. So they're red. They look a little bit orangey on the thing here or whatever. Hey Chloe, hey Brad. So, but you could do whatever it is that you want. So I really want to use this Supreme sticker here. So I'm just going to grab this off because this one is going to be one of the ones for my main focus for this design. So I'm just going to peel this off. And I'm going to place this here. So when I'm doing designs and stuff like this, you kind of really have to think of like the bigger picture. I mean, especially like if you are the one that's in control and can do what you want to create. So I'm going to place the sticker, and I know I'm going to put some stones up here. I know I'm going to put some down over here. So I'm going to be in this lower, probably half here and a little bit up this way. I'm going to be putting some of these. So this sticker sheet in particular, as you can see how it's missing one, because each one of these, if you go with that line of light, is actually individual stickers. So is this going to suck? Sure it will, because it's so tiny, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to make it cute. So just grab stuff. Oh, okay. Well, you'll see all of that just in a second, Gels World, actually. So first things first is the shiny top coat. So you want to make sure that you put on the shiny top coat so it actually has something to stick to. Second thing is to make sure that they're all stuck down before you put on anything else. So there's a couple different ways that you can do that. So first way is, once you get them all stuck down, is that you can use like a base coat, like a thicker viscosity base coat over them. So this will cover all of those edges and everything else. The next thing that you could use is a builder gel. Put the builder gel on there. I have a cheapy builder gel that I use. So when I say cheap, I mean like probably people use it for practice. It's so cheap, which is totally fine. Like everything has a way that you can utilize it. Don't think that, oh, well, because it's cheap or whatever, then I shouldn't use it or whatever. That's not even true. It definitely can still have a place. I have a ton of stickers too, honestly, right now. Another way is if you have a builder in a bottle, you can use that too. Yes, absolutely have a purpose. I'm going to use another one of these. I feel like I need one over here too. Sorry. So just keep grabbing until you feel like your design has balance, because that's the other part about doing things this way is, especially with stickers, because you kind of have to have like part of your design sort of planned out before doing anything else. Of course this one would. Let's see if I can get it to move, because these stickers are pretty thin. So if you do something like this, then it could be a hard time to try to get it off. But whatever, it's not going to come off. I don't care. If this was a client, I would definitely get it off, but whatever. Okay, so you can use a builder in a bottle, but make sure that this is why this is great, because then you're not depositing oils on top of the nail. So if you just take this and smooth it out. Of course mine has dust on it, because why wouldn't it have dust on it right now? Smooth it out, press everything down. So builder in a bottle, or there's another product from Accents if you don't have like a cheapy gel or whatever. It's called Trinity. So it's a base, builder, and top all in one. That's a super great product. I really like that product. It is more on the pricey side, but you can use whatever it is that you want to use. So now I have this down. So I'm going to grab, where is it grab my cheapy gel. And see how cheap it is because it comes in this white plastic container, but that's fine. Put this on. So this will, oh, awesome, Kristen. Where do I get what, Bling Boutique? The Accents one? Trinity? Hey, Jen. Okay, so I'm basically just going to let this level out a little bit. The rubber tool with the tweezers is in my Amazon store. Link in the bio or down below. Thank you, Peachy. Okay, so my line of light, you can see I don't have like any edges like sticking up or anything like that, which is what you want to see before you stick it into the light. So make sure that you cure that for 30 seconds. I just touched it on my finger, so I guess we're going to see how it looks when I come back. So anyways, the next thing that I'm going to use is my Gem and Charm gel, because I'm going to be adding on some red stones around this. So these are the ones that I have. You can also find these in my Amazon store as well. Awesome, Peachy. Awesome, awesome. I can't wait for you to receive them. Of course, once you guys get your products, make sure that you go ahead and review them. So you can see here that I don't have any stickers like sticking up or whatever, and this is going to give the nail a little bit of strength. Now I will say, like, doing stuff like this, it does make your nails slightly thicker, so make sure that you're aware of that and just be careful where you're placing them, because if you place them too close to the tip, then obviously then it's going to be a little bit thicker at the tip, and nobody likes thick nails, y'all. Okay, so make sure that you figure that out and don't be doing that. So next I'm going to be using my Gem and Charm gel. And I'm going to use my little brush, whatever it is that you got that's like this. So you can find this in my Amazon store. And I'm going to be using my Flash Cure Light. So if anybody doesn't know what the Flash Cure Light, it's a 10-second cure light like this, and it's from Isperta Nail Products. You can hit up Nail Art Connect on Instagram, tell her I sent you there, or Isperta Nail Products themselves on Facebook, or Tels Walters on Facebook as well. But it will cure any and all gels that you have in 10 seconds. So I want to put on my big stone first. So I'm just going to grab some of this. Now, the Gem and Charm gel does cure tack free. So 30 seconds it will be tacky. 60 seconds will be tack free. So I'm just grabbing that. I'm going to grab my stoner tool. Oops, upside down, of course. You can find that on expressclaws.com in a single or in a set. So I want this to be super extra, so I'm going to be placing it right there, and I'm going to hit it with a light once I decide that's where it's going to be. Yes, definitely best light ever. Thank you so much, Gels World. Can cure it all up underneath here. Usually it takes about like 3 seconds in order for it to be set, but I want to make sure it is actually getting all up underneath that stone, okay? Because I don't want it to be moving. Next one, put my next big stone. So as you can see, I'm going to put it right up. Yes, exactly, April. It really is amazing. So this is for my next stone. Make sure that I get it up there and butt it right up. oops, next to there. So, and you can see I have a little bit of gel coming out here. So before I flash cure this, I'm going to put in some more stones right here. Because the one thing about like flash curing and stuff like that is if you flash cure that, then that's going to leave like a little bump, and we don't want any bumps like that. So I'm going to keep it right there. Nail Art Connect or Tess Walters or Esperta nail products. I'll show you Esperta here in a second. It is right. Oops. Of course. Wrong way again. Esperta. Awesome. Thank you so much, Kristen. I appreciate you. Yes, thank you, Gels World. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put some stones here on the side. So I'm going to start with this side first. Now make sure that you take your brush and really get up underneath here. I'm going to make sure that it gets all up underneath here. I think I want to use this one, be a little bit bigger. This one here, cool. You can find all the stones and stuff in my Amazon store. You can see I'm really focusing on putting the gel like right here when it's butted up against the larger stone. If you turn this to the side, you can see I really don't have gel out here. So that's really going to help me when I put on my beads. Thank you so much, Pretty Polished Nails. Of course, if you guys have any questions, make sure that you put it on down below. If I miss it, I'm sorry. It's because I'm working and I'm trying to show you guys some cool stuff. If I still miss it, make sure that you inbox me because I will try to answer your question. I always do. You can ask any of these lovely ladies here that have asked before. I have no problem answering any and all questions. So now I'm going to check the size, place it over here, just like so. Cool. Cool. All right. So next thing is I want to put some stones up here, make like a little crown or something. So I'm going to use the round ones to do that. I'm going to start again with my larger one. So I'm going to put a large one right here. Thank you so much, Nini. Again, just basically like turn it. In 10 seconds, it will cure everything, but I just want it to stay in place. And unlike other lights, I don't have to wait so long. So I'm going to turn, I'm going to put stones all around this big one. And up here. Cool. I always try to make sure that I have the same size too, leading up to everything. So that's also very important. If you don't have the proper size, then it's not going to look good either. I'm definitely one of those people that will like pull stones off until I get the right size even, so that doesn't matter. It goes off the nail a little bit, whatever. Demo. That's fine. It's cool. Alright, so I think I want to... Okay, so I do have some gel up underneath here. Yeah, I would definitely call it like a ruby red or something. From when I just touched it here. So I want to put on some silver beads. Oh, I have a few in the lid. So I always put my beads in the lid because this will prevent them from tarnishing. So I have 2 big ones, which is cool. So I'm just going to put the 2 big ones here. And I'm going to use small for the rest of it. But I'm just going to scoop it out. That's the reason why I also like using brushes like this, because short, fat ones and stuff, because it's really easy to pull your beads out with it. So I'm just going to use my 10-second cure light like so. Get around all of that. Okay, so let me move this. Come on. Okay, yeah, that's fine. All right. Oh shit. So I have some more beads. These will be up in my web shop soon. So in case you guys are wondering, these, I've been looking for really, really good quality beads. So when I say quality beads, I mean beads that are metal, beads that are uniform in shape, beads that are uniform in color. Okay, so I just grabbed a little bit of my Gem and Charm gel, and then this is how I pick them up out of here. So what I'm going to do is, like I always do, like this. And if they aren't moving around enough, then I will just grab a little bit more Gem and Charm gel and like add a bit more. Okay. This is easy peasy. Grab them, stick them. Put them right in there, okay? Now you can freeze that or whatever if you want. Oops, keep touching everything, so. Alright, maybe I will use, I think I want to do the beads across this way. Thank you so much, Nini. And also, because my Gem and Charm gel cures tack free, if you don't get everything with the, once you go over it with top coat, it doesn't matter because we've already like doused them in a no wipe top coat pretty much, because that's what it ends up being at the end, so you don't have to worry about it. Oh, thanks, April. Even though you're tired, I appreciate it. Okay, so I'm going to flash cure this actually. cute. Cute, cute, cute. Back with my other beads. Just like so. I think I do. I think I want to put, yes, it is tack free. So it's not tack free after 30 seconds, but after 60. So that's why I like to cure, just slightly or whatever. So when you do get everything on here, everything will stick just fine. You don't have to worry about it. So you can see, but doing things in this way, it's easy to just like move the little beads around like little soldiers to put them where they need to be. A lot quicker than picking them up with your stoner tool, which you totally can do. So if that's the way that you like to do it, I personally do not. So, but that is up to you. That's terrible, Taurus, but I mean, I completely understand. Honestly, I don't think that I really messed with any kind of like bullion or anything like that before any kind of gels were a thing, because you can never get them to stay on. Never, ever. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure my other little guys are where they need to be before I cure this. So again, it only needs about like 3 seconds. So now I'm going to cure this for 30 seconds. Close up your Gem and Charm gel and the beads, because, you know, might as well. If you wreck the beads, though, you can easily pick them up with a magnet. Now, sometimes getting them off said magnet is easier said than done, so just keep that in mind, depending on how much power your magnet is putting out. So, next thing I want to do is put on the top coat. Pretty cool, huh? Alright, so use whatever top coat it is that you have available. I'm going to be using my Medusa No Wipe top coat. It is pretty shiny, so I'm just going to go right around the edges of everything. So I like to do this first before I go in with my tiny brush. I know a lot of people are like, oh, it just takes so long or whatever to go doing that, but you really don't have to be spending that much time. So I'm going to take my art and display palette, and I'm going to put on a little dollop of top coat right here, okay? So I'm going to use that same brush as well, right here, and because I have to go through here. So what I like to do is grab my top coat and get all the big spaces first. This little black fuzz. It's gonna be the death of me tonight, apparently. So get any larger spaces first, and then what you can do is just kind of take your brush and grab from the larger space and then just swirl it around. This brush is about the perfect size to be doing this. Now, if you do your Gem and Charm gel properly, like, you won't have to do this that much because you would have covered all the sides of the stones and everything else properly in order to get long-lasting results. You can see on my Instagram page there are pictures, specifically the ones I did, some stiletto ones with some other Louis Vuitton stuff, and they had 2 nails full of stones. I only used the Gem and Charm gel on those nails. I did not use any other top coat like around them like that. So, but we got that. Now we are going to cure this for 60 seconds. Ooh. Well then. Literally anything can happen on live. Always. Alright. Sorry guys, I thought that my other phone is acting crazy, so I can't see anybody else's comments that might have commented, so I apologize. So anyways, the next one that I'm gonna do is where are you? Short one. This little short one here. So I'm going to put on some acid-free primer. Hi, Connie. Thank you so much, Nini. Thank you, Taurist. Alright, so this is the first nail that we did. Super pretty. Alright. So, get in there. I'm going to clean this too, actually, because I'm going to stick my hand in it. I already know that I am because I do this all the time. I'm very clumsy. So, next thing is I'm going to also polish this one white. So I'm going to go back in with my Flying Nimbus. Where did I... Okay. This one will probably only need one coat because it's short, and I'm going to put some ink over it. So, it's 30 seconds. Hey, Nicole. Cure that, and then we're going to be using a matte top coat. So back with the matte top coat, like, I use top coats and stuff that I don't necessarily like as far as for sealing, so I'm just going to use a random one, wherever it is. I thought I set one. Yep, okay. Okay, put on my matte top coat. Any matte top coat that you don't particularly like, you can use for stuff like this. So just for an in-between, like an in-between coat. Okay, that's fine. Doesn't need to be super perfect because I'm going to make it imperfect anyway, so. That's the other thing. Top coats sometimes are very finicky, so you have to be aware of that as well. Not everything is for everything. That's for sure. Cool. So the two inks that I have, Jelly Coat ink number 5 and number 7. So this is pink and purple. So you do need, for the ink, you will need some blending fluid. So by far, Jellicoe has the best blending fluid that I've used. I even use this with my pre-ink because it works so well. A pre one doesn't work nearly as good in my opinion. So, but you can see like this matte, the reason why I don't like it so much, it's like streaky and it's more like satin. It's not really like matte. You can see that there's still like a shine to it. So like when I purchased it, I was like, oh, okay, that's great. And then I got it and I was like, oh, that's not great. So I'm going to be putting my blending fluid in a little small dapping dish. I've had this dapping dish forever. So make sure when you open this, open it away from you because sometimes it does squirt or whatever. So this one I did mix with some April blending fluid because I had gotten some for free and I wanted to still use it, obviously. So I'm just using it to stretch my other ink and it seems to be, or other solution, and it seems to be just fine. So I'm going to use it with this brush here. You can use whatever brush it is that you're most comfortable with when doing inks. This one is my favorite one. So I'm going to take number 5. This one is the pink and I'm going to put this one on first. And I kind of just put it in areas that like you would naturally have as far as like cracks and stuff like that. So that's terrible, Nene. I'm gonna grab the purple number 7. Cool. All right, now I'm going to be using my blending fluid. And I have a little napkin. So you can see how like moist my brush is. So I'm just going to tap off a little excess and then just basically start manipulating around the edges, basically to erase it or make new lines. You can do that too, like that. Just kind of cool. Do the same thing. Basically around everything. Just make everything until like you really kind of like it pretty much. Like mine kind of veiny, so hello. All right, so I like the way that this looks. So now I want to like mute it. So like when I was, no, this is ink. So when I was doing last week's video, I use this jelly type 1. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to grab this white jelly one here. This is So Jelly from Profiles. It is ink. This is the Jellicoe ink. So I'm going to put on a coat of this over this so I can make it look more marbled and layered. Cool. All right, so 30 seconds. You're welcome, Nini. Hi, Risa. Close this up. Cool. All right. So there is that. I like the way that looks, so I'm just going to leave it. So I'm curing that for 30 seconds, and then I'm just going to put a top coat on it. Actually. I was going to put stones, but I'm feeling lazy, so I'm not doing that. Cool. So I'm going to put my top coat on. Actually, I'm going to put matte top coat. I want to put matte. See how it looks matte. So I'm going to use my super matte, even though you can't see it because it's super. There we go, super matte. Oh, okay, Taurus. Well, I will be doing some more tutorials and stuff here soon. I used to do for tutorials 4 or 5 times a week, but that's a whole nother story. But I do need to start doing them more because I do miss doing them, but I've been very busy in my personal life as of late, so doing what I need to do. So this is what it looks like shiny, and then you're going to see what it looks like matte because I'm going to put it in the light. So I'm going to cure that for 60 seconds. Thank you so much. What was the question? Okay, I'm using that time on there white and some of the white was white. Okay. So April, that honestly typically happens with all whites. Whites, gel polish, as well as like black gel polish, a lot of primaries even, like they're super pigmented, but white in particular has a lot of different pigments and stuff in it. So like if you see that happening, it's totally normal for it to happen. What you want to do is that you want to take the brush and then you'll just wipe it on the back before you stick it back on the bottle. So to prevent this, the only way to prevent it is to like use more top coat on your brush than what you actually need. So you're just kind of like floating your top coat on, versus like if you have little top coat, then you're going to be doing this and you're going to be like streaking and then really grabbing all that pigment. So what happens is that your brush is actually grabbing on the uncured gel or part of the inhibition layer that's left over from the gel, and then it's going to be transferred on the back side of your brush. Hello, hello. All right. So that's what this one looks like. Love, love, love. It's turned out really good. All right. So nail number 1, nail number 2, and now we're going to work on nail number 3. All right. So back in with the white. I'm going to use my acid-free primer. I'm going to go in with my Medusa white. You're welcome, April. So, grab my white, put it on. So I'm going to be using some pure pigments. So when you are doing pure pigments, make sure that you are, okay, fuzz, get out of there. That you're doing your white pretty much immediately. Because if you don't, then it might not be tacky enough in order to grasp onto everything else that you're using. Yes, it does a little bit remind you of tie-dye, doesn't it? I definitely agree. So, close that. I'm only going to put 1 coat because I'm going to be putting the pigments on top, so it's not necessary for me to put 2 as long as it's not streaky. So cure that for 30 seconds. When I'm using pigments, I do cure for less time as well, typically. 30 seconds is fine, but it just kind of also depends on like the product. So some products, even though it's like a 3-step, so 3-step meaning that it needs a base color on top, it can still be like not tacky enough if you allow the product to set. So make sure that you're doing it like right before to ensure that you have proper color saturation from your pigments. So I'm going to be using yellow, blue, thank you so much, April, and pink. You can use whatever pigments that you want. These are the ones from Crystal Nails. I do have some that are similar in my Amazon store, so you can totally find those there. Alright, set that to the side because I'm far too clumsy for stuff. That there. I always take it out of the lid because you end up using it a lot if you don't. Alright, so here's this. So I have my special pigment brush here. I'm going to grab another piece of paper towel, whichever, for my pigments so I can use them. Alright, so I'm going to start out with the lighter one. I always do because it's easier to get the other colors on. So I just want to make sure I use my lighter colors first. Alright. Use blue next. Pink. Just make sure that there is no like wet spots pretty much, or any dull spots. Just keep going back in, making sure that the pigment is super saturated into that tacky inhibition layer that you got going on. Thank you, thank you. And I'm going to lightly dust. Use this brush. You can use a different brush, but I'm going to lightly dust because I'm going to go back in with that that same milky color. So if you are going to use a milky color over yours, just like I'm going to be doing with mine, kind of like what April was saying, you know, that was happening with her white, that can happen with this as well, because these are pure pigments, so you want to be sure that you are careful. Okay. Again with the jelly white. If you don't have a Profiles account, you can get it from Daily Charm. They have one that's called Milk Bath. think that's what I used in my last one. And see, I have a little bit of yellow on the brush, so I'm just going to wipe that there. Cool. 30 seconds. Okay. So next thing that I want to do is I want to use some foil from my Amazon store. So that is from this one here. This box here. I think it's a single box, but I mean, I try to write it if it's a set or whatever. So I'm going to use these white ones. So first thing I want to use is my sticky foil gel. Can get this on expressclaws.com. Just trying to make sure there's like no bumps and stuff because the transfer is going to suffer if it is not smooth. So make sure you grab that, and I'm going to open up this one. We'll see which way that I want to do this once it comes out. Right. Cool. 30 seconds. Okay, I guess this is where it's going to be because that's where it leads, so... Okay. So if you want to, you can stop right here and leave it just like this. But I'm not. I'm going to use, they have like these watercolor ones, so I'm going to do that next. So I'm going to double foil and I'm going to use my sticky foil gel again. Cure that. Go into this. I'm going to grab my scissors. And I'm going to cut out this guy here. Because I only want to do one. I don't want multiple, so I can totally cut out just one. Find the scissors on my Amazon store as well. These particular ones, not the ones that I have on my other web shop. So hello, hello. Right. So you can use the other side of those tweezers that I have, or your nail, depending on what you got going on. Ah. Okay. Cool. All right. So I'm just going to drop everything apparently. So going to press this down just slightly. It's the only problem with these tips, honestly. So I'm going to use my Gem and Charm gel. I think I'm gonna put some of these on that. Want this? Yeah, I'll put a few. Why not? My Gem and Charm gel. Thank you so much. And I'm going to use my little chibi brush and the same beads. Oh, I have some beads in here, so I'll just use the beads from in there. So I'm just going to put a few right here. Let's grab my stoner tool and put my little gems. These gems glow in the dark. You can find them also in my Amazon store. Okay. Grab my little beads. Looks like I have some, I think I have enough in here, the silver ones. So I'm just going to place those. We've got two smaller silver ones. That's cool. I'll use those too. Smaller ones are good for the end anyway. Cool. All right. So I'm going to use my 10-second cure light you can see how they glow, by the way. 3, 4. That's good, because I want to put a top coat on this too. Thank you so much. So I'm just going to grab my top coat. Alright, so one thing is that if you are doing this with like on a client and stuff like that, with foils and stuff, so what you would want to do is use some primer, and then I'll use like a base, or you can use a builder base, or you can use Trinity. You can use anything that's like sticky or whatever, and then I'll put on a top. But since I'm just doing this on live, I'm just going to use a no wipe top. This will make sure that your foils last a long time. Don't touch the stones like I just did, but you know, it's the end of the night. I have worked all day. Work some more, you know. No biggie. I'm just going to lightly touch back here. I'm not even going to bother going around these because I did enough, I think. And I see a little something, so just check your line of light to make sure things are not bumpy because we don't want that. All right, 60 seconds. 60 seconds in an LED. Thank you so much, Nene. Cool. So you can find my Gem and Charm gel and my sticky foil gel on expressclaws.com. I got some bullion beads coming, good quality. They're going to be inexpensive, so you guys can get something that's affordable locally. Also with shipping and stuff, like I do everything by weight, so super great. I have some newer products coming probably next month sometime, because I'm just waiting on larger packaging in order to be able to ship it out to you, because as it stands right now I don't have super large packaging, so I'm going to be doing that. So just so you know, it's going to be pretty big product and nobody has it anywhere else, so make sure that you stay tuned on that. It will be coming soon. So cure that another 30 seconds because I don't think I pressed it or whatever. Also, I don't know if Bling Boutique is still on here, but I ordered this cute cuticle oil from her, you guys. I always like to support local nail techs. So this is a what is it? A crystal infused cuticle oil. So I got Empower. It comes in this cute little bag. I mean, I didn't do like a whole unboxing video or whatever, but she has really cute packaging too. So you can see how cute this is. You can definitely tell my cuticles need oiling. I made sure that I didn't oil them so I could show you guys how cute it is, all right? So here is this one. Let's get it close. Super cute. Really pretty. All right. So this is my display palette. There's, I think, 3 different kinds on my web store on expressclaws.com. Then I used my little display tips. You can find these in my Amazon store. The stickers you can get either on my Amazon store or at Nail Blink Supply. The stones also from my Amazon store. My Gem and Charm gel from expressclaws.com. This is ink. This is Jellycoat ink from Jellycoat. You can find them on Instagram or online. And then I used a milky color over it from Profiles. This one is Pigments, and then I use that same milky color over it. I use my sticky foil gel twice for my double foiling technique, and my Gem and Charm gel up here with some new beads. So they're super duper fun. So I'm going to show you guys this cuticle oil real quick before I end anything, because it has this cute little roller ball and it smells so delicious. I mean, look at how cute this is. It smells delicious though. It's called Empower. So I think that she has like 3 different ones, but it deposits like just the right amount. It's not like slopping oil all over everything, which is nice. So, but again, crystal infused, which is nice. If you guys are really into like crystals and stuff, like I really like stuff like this. But I mean, it might not be for you, but maybe it's a nice gift that you can give like somebody else. But it smells amazing, I will have to say that, and it fits right in your purse. And because of the way with having the little roller ball and stuff, you don't have to worry about it like leaking all over the place, which is also great, because that is the worst thing about like having oil in your purse, especially if you're somebody like me and this sucker over here. I can like literally rub oil on it all day in order to like show you guys. But I super duper love it. So this is Bling Boutique. Like, I'm friends with her on Instagram, so you can totally shop her Etsy store, which is super nice. So definitely support people that you like, that you love, that you believe in, that are trying to be the best them that they can be. It's super great though. So I'm definitely going to be keeping this in my purse so I don't have to worry about my oil leaking all over the place. And it's super duper cute. Just like this. Yes, yes. So, smells amazing. It's very like refreshing. Makes me feel good. I like it. So, I'm going to just put it right back in my little bag, and I'm going to stick this oil in my purse. So, anyways, you guys can find most of these awesome products on expressclaws.com. Every single time that you purchase from me, you are supporting my small business dream. I super duper appreciate you guys. If you have any questions, make sure that you inbox me, because I will try to answer your questions. It might not be right away, but I do try to get around to answering everybody's questions. For anything that you might need, be on the lookout for new products. I will be launching some new ones sometime next month. The one product is going to be very big, and like I said, it's pretty exciting because I know for a fact nobody else has anything like this here in America. So I cannot wait to show you guys, because I am that excited about it. So thank you guys so much for coming here tonight, and I hope that you have a great night. Bye. Thank you, Gels World. Yes.